Make the ground shake.
What's up, Spartans? This is JAG, aka Leonidas. You got 99 problems, but a host ain't one. Coming at you live from 300. On this video, I'm going to be showing you an Arena 4 counter deck. Very good, very effective deck that will help you push up the ladder for Arena 4, which is P.E.K.K.A.'s Playhouse. So, I did this one in the challenge. I got all 3 wins, 3 out of 3 on it, and it worked against pretty much all the type of decks that I found that I was able to come across, and I've really catered it so it's good against most of the decks, so you're just going to get a high win percentage as a result of it. I'm going to show you 2 replays. We're going to go quickly through the second one, and then from that we'll just try and keep it short. So let's get into this. Starting off, we're going to bring up the replays, and that was the deck 5, deck 4, here we go, deck 4. So let's start off with the first one here. What you're going to see for this deck is it's going to be an Inferno Tower, a P.E.K.K.A., a Hog, Fireball. You're going to see the Spear Goblins, the Knight, and the Mega Minion. And it runs around about a 3.75 elixir count, which is what I like to be. Not super fast cycle, but quicker than at least any like a high elixir count, so you can kind of cycle through. And the nice thing, really, most of the elixir count goes towards the P.E.K.K.A., so you can, if you need to, you can cycle the Hog fairly quickly as a result. So this deck's name, I'm actually going to name the Full Counter Hog, and the reason for that is that you're going to see pretty much all the cards, with the exception of the Hog, are all counter cards, minus the Fireball. And really the whole plan of this is you're kind of playing off what they play, countering as a result, and then just kind of trying to throw the Hog out as many times as possible. For some reason, if they do have a defense to block that Hog, though, what you're going to do is you're going to drop Fireball, or ideally what I try and do is I try and counter with the P.E.K.K.A., and then they're going to drop a lot of cards to try and then stop that P.E.K.K.A., and you drop the Hog on the other side, and he generally runs free right to the tower and does a bunch of damage, which you'll see actually in the second replay as a result. But let's start with this one and get underway so you can watch how this is played, and then hopefully it works out well for you guys as well. So come on deck. Alright, so right off the bat, you're gonna see, in this case, I should be starting off with the Hog in this one, testing with the water, see what cards they have. You're going to see the Valkyrie dropped on his end. It does a bit of damage, which I'm not too worried about. That Hog does quite a bit. It gets about 3 hits, I believe, in there. And now I'm going to have to answer that Velk as a result if it's coming on my end. He's going to drop that Hog, so you're going to see me draw it away with the Knight. I'm going to drop the... I tried to drop the Mega Minion in before that Dragon was able to get those Goblins, but not too bad. Get the Spear Goblins. I got enough troops that are on the counter push as well. And you're going to see me then drop the Hog again. Since I do have quite a bit of troops in that end, I knew that he was going to have to drop something, and I was kind of elixir counting at that point, so I knew that he was going to drop maybe like a 4 elixir count roughly. So pretty easy to stop the Goblins coming on the other side, and then as well with the Musketeer, I'm able to at least block with the Knight, and then I just dropped some Goblins just to take it out quickly because I knew that it was going to take it out otherwise and do a bit of damage to my tower. So I got a bit of lead on here. Now evened out the elixir count a little bit, so at first it was just a back and forth kind of thing, so now this is where you're going to see me trying to just keep that push going, and now this is where everything gets reset. What I would normally plan to is try and counter with the P.E.K.K.A. or the Inferno, but this one kind of went fast-paced right from the beginning with the get-go in the offense. So now you're going to see us just kind of let the elixir slide, go to the top, and then start over. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the P.E.K.K.A. as a result in answer to that Musketeer. And what you're going to see on his end, which was a little bit of a dumb move, he dropped the Hog in quickly, trying to see if he can get a lot of damage on me. In order to stop that, since my tower was a little low, I dropped the Inferno Tower. If it was a little bit higher, I wouldn't have done so, but drop the P.E.K.K.A., going to allow it to take a bit of damage. You're going to see me drop some Goblins here just to take it out nice and quick. Block a little bit, and from there you're going to see him drop the Dragon. Now I'm going to use the P.E.K.K.A. as a tank in this case. On the same side, I'm going to drop the Hog. Generally, one plan you can do, or one strategy you can use with this deck, is actually drop the Hog on the opposite side. Here, this is a perfect Fireball chance. You can get 4 elixir to take out 3 troops at the same time, and then drop the P.E.K.K.A. again. Counter. That P.E.K.K.A. is great for countering against a Hog. If you're able to drop it as that Hog's coming down, that's a huge counter push you can do. In fact, it's one thing, if you have the Hog, you want to watch out for as a result, because it really can sway the tide of battle. So at this point, using again P.E.K.K.A kind of as a block, dropping the hog there. Wasn't able to get it, but I knew that I could get the fireball, and I was actually able to get the goblins and the musketeer. So a lot of kind of bang for the buck for the fireball at this point. This is where you drop the Inferno tower. It's great for blocking the hog, great for blocking the P.E.K.K.A for the Lava Hound, because in P.E.K.K.A's Playhouse now you have access to the Lava Hound as well. So it's a nice easy way to get those big elixir troops out of the way, take them out nice and quick. And that's basically the end of the match. Ended that one off pretty well. And then alternatively, another option you can always do is kind of that knight push you see at the end, but didn't really matter in this case anyways. But keep that in mind. Now I'm going to show you the second replay and show you what I meant by dropping the P.E.K.K.A on one side, kind of letting them drop troops to stop it, and then dropping the hog on the other side to do kind of like a double damage, or at least a high damage to the opposite lane. So what we're going to see is we're going to see that in this replay here, where I face Nitsanim. I'm butchering that name, but that's alright. So this is the other replay that I wanted to show, just to kind of keep this short. Still probably going to go over about 5 minutes, but let's be... Alright, there we go. So, drop the fireball. You can use that actually in this deck because we don't really have arrows or anything like that, so I would advise using that against the Goblin Barrel. Otherwise, it is a little bit hard to stop. So, if you see as they have the Goblin Barrel, the opponent, you're going to want to cycle so you can keep that fireball through and keep them. Now, in this case, I went ahead and dropped the Inferno in this, just to stop that knight. Dropped the Mega Minion just as insurance to make sure that didn't get any major damage to that tower as a result. And then from here, you're going to see I'm going to let my elixir count rise because I knew it was a little bit negative compared to them. Now, they dropped the barbarians and split them, which wasn't a bad plan. In this case, what I did is instead of dropping my offense hog or kind of a P.E.K.K.A and overcommitting on elixir, drop the knight on one side. You're going to see me drop the spear goblins as well, just to kind of help like attack a little bit of the barbarians. I'm going to drop the goblins to try and take away anything that's left there. Drop the P.E.K.K.A in front. And then now you're going to see a P.E.K.K.A and goblins on one side. This lane, he drops the Inferno Tower. He actually drops it a little bit too far back, and it's not even going to drag the P.E.K.K.A. But at this point, I'm going to drop the hog in the other lane. He overcommits on the elixir, and even if it was in the middle properly placed, I'd still be able to take it out with the P.E.K.K.A in combination with the hog. And at this case, you're going to see both towers get a whole bunch of damage done to them. Virtually over, especially with this deck, since it's so defensive and counter-styled deck. At this point, I'm not sure whether he quits or he disconnects, but either way, we're going to just speed through this replay. You know, we'll go at twice the speed, because he does come back, so I'm thinking maybe it was a disconnection, but either way, maybe he just wanted to see what move I was going to do, or maybe he rage quit, came back, and said he wanted to finish, but I'm pretty sure it was probably disconnection. Either way, at the beginning, you can kind of see this deck works well against another style of deck, and hopefully you guys can use this to you. Thank you again for watching. I do appreciate all of the views and all of the comments and the feedback as well. If you have any comments, leave them down below if you want to see anything, or any videos you want me to make for the future as well. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to see future videos. Hit that like button, as I appreciate that. And this is going to be Leonidas signing off, basically, guys, and that's it. Alright, thanks guys. Peace out.